Hey there, it's Michael Greenwood. Right, so for this video, I'm going to talk about how to stay motivated when you actually feel like giving up. So you could be a business owner, or maybe you've got a job, or maybe you're unemployed and you're looking for a job. And I know how tough it can be when you are struggling, and it seems to be like a vicious circle, really. Like you can get into a real downward cycle, like a spiral, um, and you can get further and further into these kind of negative feelings and thoughts and everything. So I just wanted to make this video just to help anybody who needs to hear it, and just let you know that you can get yourself out of this all and by doing certain things. I mean, I don't know your exact circumstances, but what I'm going to talk about in this video is different techniques to help you to take some steps in the right direction. I'm not saying necessarily that things are going to be perfect, and you usually can't solve these things overnight, because it's usually a series of things over time which build up and build up when you're in these kind of situations. Um, so let's say that you've woken up today and this video's come up on your feed, or maybe you're subscribed to the channel and you need to hear this message. Let's get started with this then. So, how to stay motivated when you feel like giving up. So, you might be currently looking for a job, and you might have had some knockbacks. So maybe you've applied to I don't know, 10 jobs so far this week, and you've not heard back from any of them. Um, so the main thing to do is to, I know this might sound a bit cliched or maybe obvious, is to apply for more jobs, basically. So apply for more jobs, apply for 10 times as many jobs. So if you apply for 10 jobs, then apply for 100 jobs. And if you've applied for 100 jobs, then apply for 1,000 jobs. So just always think in terms of volume of inputs and activity. And then what will happen, just because of basic probability, basic maths, is you will get some kind of response. You'll get a response. You'll likely get an interview. It's just impossible when you put the right level of work in. And the right level of work, it can be kind of like a nebulous thing. It can be difficult to put your finger on how much work you need to do, but just put in more work than you think that you need to do on any task. Now, let's say you're a business owner and you don't have any or enough work in at this time, and same principle applies really. Let's say you've outreached to 10 people, and you've got no real progress. That's kind of the fallacy. You have made progress by taking action, by the sheer fact that you've reached out to 10 people. You've actually made some progress in doing that. So again, same principle. If you can reach out to 10 people, you can reach out to 100 people. You can reach out to 1,000 people. It's the same if you start running. Maybe you take up jogging. You need to get some exercise in, get some workouts in. Um, you need to do that for your health, Maybe you want to lose some weight or anything like that. So you're looking at doing some kind of exercise. So if you can run 1 mile, then you can run 2 miles, and if you can run 2 miles, you can run 3 miles. So it's a very similar kind of principle. It's just getting started somewhere, building momentum, and then just keeping going. But you can often, with anything, have motivation in the start at the start of things. Like yeah, you've reached out to 10 people, and then you don't get a response, and then you kind of give up. What can keep you going when you actually feel like giving up? Well, for a start, you've got to understand the consequences of giving up and stopping, basically. Um, and to understand the consequences, you've really got to understand your why. So why are you doing this? So why do you need to get a job? You, and ask yourself this. Just write it down in a journal or something like this. Why do you need to get a job? Why do you need to get business to your business? Why do you need to get sales in? Why do you need to get more clients? Why might you need to get fitter and healthier? So you're doing the jogging or the working out or lifting the weights or whatever you're doing. Why do you need to do these things? So what are you going to get out of it personally? So it's usually feed your family, have a roof over your head, um, have a better quality of life, those kind of things. So have that, have your why firmly etched in your mind. So have your long term vision of what you want to achieve um, etched in your mind. So and reconnect with that why as well. Write it down every day. This is why I'm doing it. This is the reason why I started in the first place. This is the reason for the motivation. Because you'll often, with the motivation when you're starting something, you'll have some emotion attached to that, and that will spur you into taking that action. But then that starts to kind of um, peter. Start to peter out when you when you get started and you're a bit into there, and you maybe had a few knockbacks in that. So that's one thing you can do. You can make sure you've got a why, but also reconnect with your why on a regular basis. So you can do that daily or weekly or whatever you need to do. Um, and then just understand that motivation comes in waves as well. So motivation comes in waves, and it's actually discipline that keeps you going. So discipline is the ability to give yourself a command even though you don't necessarily feel like it, and then do the thing anyway. So motivation will get you started, but you need discipline to keep you going. So that's another thing you need to focus on if you want to keep going, if you want to stay motivated when you feel like giving up. And notice that it's you feel like giving up, but the discipline, doesn't matter about, discipline doesn't care about your feelings. You do it anyway if you don't feel like doing it. So the next thing is to actually break your goals down into smaller, more manageable steps. So it's how do you eat an elephant a spoonful at a time. So look, if your goal is to be able to run 10 miles, or your goal is to be able to get that corner office management job, whatever it is, and if that's what you want, or if your goal is to get your business to um, £500,000 a month revenue, 6 million a year, or whatever it is, start by breaking it down into chunks. So what inputs are you going to put in every day to actually achieve those goals? So how many people are you going to outreach to every day to start chipping away at that goal? Definitely not saying lower your goals. Your goals are to make 500,000 or to run 10 or 20 miles or whatever it is, or to get that job. But what can you do to actually every day so it could be so many applications. What you don't want to do is set your sights lower and compromise it. You you need to stay true to what you actually want to do. So this is definitely not a video about, oh, set your sights lower, it's just a pipe dream, you're not going to be able to do that. I believe that you can do anything that you set your mind to. So it's just breaking it down from setting a plan, uh, putting some, making it time bound as well. So you've heard of your SMART objectives, haven't you? So make it time bound. So look, when are you going to get to that 18 months? It's probably not going to be exactly 18 months or 2 years or 1 year or something like that. But if you're setting it to something like 5 years, then actually you can get it done sooner than you think. So if you're setting it to 5 years, actually just change it to 18 months because you can get a lot done in 18 months. And then what do you need to do today? What are your daily disciplines that you need to get done right? You need to contact 20 people a day, or you need to um, you know um, do so many job applications or whatever. You probably have a shorter time scale in 18 months if you're looking for that job. So you can say, look, 3 or 4 months, we're going to get it cracked in that time. That's more than enough time to do that. If I do that, a lot of people they'll want instant gratification. They want to get it done. Um, they want to get it done like in a week, and they'll give up after a week if they've not done it, or give up in 3 or 4 days. I've had some clients who've had a really short-term view to like running ads. Oh, we need to put all this into ads in a month. If it doesn't work, that's it. But things take longer, um, and you need to concentrate on doing the daily disciplines rather than just relying on that initial motivation to sustain you, because that doesn't sustain you. It's the discipline, it's the habits that are built, and then celebrate your small wins as well, even if you're not really getting initial results. So celebrate your staying power at the very least. So have you outreach to those 20 people or 30 people or whatever your number is? Um, so have you just done it every day? Because it's better to do small amounts every day than a big amount today and then kind of burn yourself out early. Um, so celebrate those small wins. When you get that new client in the business, celebrate it, but then immediately keep going. Don't just rest. Once you get that celebration as well. Once you do that celebration, don't just rest. Keep with a plan. Keep with a plan. Almost as if that never happened as well. So just you start the next day at zero. You're still doing the thing. You're not letting even the wins stop you from keeping with the discipline. You've got to build that discipline every day, and then surround yourself with supportive people and motivational content as well, and content that's gonna keep you on track and keep you with that discipline. And don't listen to the naysayers either. So cut out the toxicity, cut it out from your feed, start to curate your reality, cut out people, in the real world. Just don't pick up that phone anymore. Block them if you need to. There are negative people out there who'll when you start to grow as an individual, they'll want you to stay as you are, basically. So stay like them, really. They like that old version of you. They don't want this new version. So yeah, it's important to you're probably going to be around new people as you start to change your habits. So yeah, I suppose the title of this video, how to stay motivated and when you feel like giving up, is more a discipline thing. It's more switching that mindset from initial bursts of motivation and you need that to get you going. But it's the discipline that will sustain you for the long term. And if you can think, people who do well and get a lot of stuff done and are productive tend to think in terms of longer time horizons rather than shorter term. So I was speaking to a prospect the other day, It's probably not going to become a client. And he were talking about just wanting, oh, if we do it for a couple of weeks and things like that. And and it's once you've already got a proof of concept on something, you don't need to think like that. These are proven principles that if you put inputs in, it's just common sense really, but it's not that common really with a lot of people. Where if you put inputs in, you're going to get results. The thing that stops you from putting inputs in, and the thing that gets you to give up and actually stop and quit is lack of trust in the process, and it's lack of trust in ourselves essentially, really, that we can do it, and it's a protective measure that our brain does really. It's back to hunter-gatherer times where keeping us in our comfort zone so we don't get disappointed and upset, and it's quite toxic really. And but it's just the way we are really, and we've got to break out of that and be kind of uncomfortable in doing these things. So I hope that has been enlightening and helped in some kind of way. So if you're feeling like giving up, if you and especially if it's just after a few days, a putting effort in, then it's consistency over time that wins. Think the tortoise in the air, slowly but surely do something that's sustainable, really. If you're running paid ads, for example, put something in daily that's sustainable rather than put all your budget in at once over a shorter period to try to get rich quick. Because get rich quick doesn't work. It's sustainable over time. You need to create impressions in people's minds with ads and all that kind of thing. So yeah. Right. So like, comment, share this video and subscribe if you like the content. And I will see you next time.